Hi guys, James Uberti, director and founder of Desert Cryotherapy and anti-aging author, Juice Your Way Back 10 Years. Today, one of the steps that we're going to talk about is step number 4. And step number 1, as you remember, is drink water upon waking. Very important. Step number 2 is chemical avoidance because they do cause premature aging. In addition to that, they rapidly cause dysfunction in cellular breakdowns, which cause free radicals, which basically cause disease, damage, and cancer. So you want to avoid those chemicals, and that was on step number 2. Step number 3 is essentially just eating a cleaner diet, right? So eating more plant-based foods versus foods that are manufactured in plants and factories, which is very essential in avoiding many chemicals that are very harmful to the body, albeit in smaller forms. They do collect. It's called bioaccumulation. It's very effective in proliferation of disease, lethargy, looking fat, slowing down, and aging prematurely. The 4th step that I want to talk about today is just as important, and that is balancing your flora. And what I mean by that is a lot of people will reference this flora as your gut or your digestive system, which is one of the most important elements in health and well-being, is balancing out your flora or your gut digestion or your digestive system. So right now there is a battle being fought, 100 trillion microbes duking it out for dominance on whether or not there is good bacteria or bad bacteria in your gut. This is essentially an epidemic in this country. They call it candida, which is basically a form of a yeast bacteria or a yeast parasite that lives in your gut. As I said, there's 100 trillion microbes in your gut that outnumbers the total number of cells in your entire body by 10 to 1. In fact, the number of microbes in your gut that's responsible for your health, 70% of all your immune cells reside in your digestive system. So it's very important that you balance these things out. The reason why you would be out of balance is taking a cycle of antibiotics, drinking tap water, eating meat products or processed foods, sugars, salts, and carbohydrates. These are all fuels to this candida yeast parasite. Now, there is a video, and I don't have a lot of time to go into it, but basically it's called The American Epidemic or The American Parasite. So you can YouTube it and it will describe this in detail on how it affects our health. So if you have any of these symptoms, depression, anxiety, digestive process issues as far as coating of the tongue, bad food cravings, yeast infection, brain fag, hormone imbalances, joint pain, loss of sex drive, sinuses and allergy issues, gases or bloating, you probably are infected with this bacteria or this parasite. As I said, 85% of Americans are affected by this. And so the bottom line is what I want you to do is take a probiotics. Now there's 2 different types of probiotics. The ones that you take and the ones that you eat. Now I'm not going to recommend any of the ones that you eat simply because your body basically has digestive acids in your stomach lining that digest food and protects you from all sorts of bacteria. So it kills the good and the bad. So you're wasting your time and money if you're actually taking or eating probiotics. What I would recommend is taking a probiotic through a supplementation form. Now there's several different types of forms that they have out there. What you want to take is something that they call a time release, where it will bypass all the acid in your stomach and make it to the gut where it's needed most. There's another form of technology, and it is called dual encapsulation technology. So you want to look for a time release or a dual encapsulation technology. The reasons why it's so important to take probiotics is because, as I said earlier, 70% of your immune system cells reside in your gut. And if they're being overruled by bad gut bacteria, they're basically controlling and taking over and creating havoc on your body and your health. Some of the things that they create is obviously these cravings that we talk about. Other things that they make you do is get sick often because they're overrun in your digestive system and they're wreaking havoc on your immune system as well. The other thing that they call that's very essential in overall health and feeling great and feeling a better mood, reducing anxiety and depression is by taking probiotics. The reason for that is because they actually tell or say that your digestive system is your second brain. And the reason why they say that is because a large percentage of your neurological brain cells are created and manufactured in your gut. And they are responsible for hormones, and hormones control our moods. So if your gut is in balance, you're basically going to feel better. You're going to look better. Foods are going to digest easier. You're going to have less issues and health issues. So this step is essential in overall health. And in fact, I'm going to show you what a dual capsulation technology looks like. And this, I don't know if you can see, but it is a capsule within a capsule, and there is some liquid in there. As you can see, that protects your gut or the acid from the good bacteria, and it's released once it's passed through that very acidic area in your digestive system, and it makes its way into your gut. So these are ones that you can take orally, either in a time release or a dual encapsulation. So these are the reasons why you need to take probiotics as a daily maintenance. Now, if you're drinking tap water, eating meat products, or just not feeling very well, you could have this candida yeast. And this is a parasite that affects, again, 85% of Americans. Look up YouTube, American Parasite, and you will see firsthand the importance of taking probiotics in your life. Hope I've been helpful. Thank you very much.